the spatial filtering can be carried out by multiplying the filter mask values and the overlapped image pixels, right? Okay, remember for spatial filtering purpose, we require a mask or filter window. Say for example, if you have a 3 by 3 mask with values, say W1, W2, W3 up to W9, these values might be overlapped with some of the pixels of the image, say Z1, Z2, Z3, like that up to Z9. So to get the response of the filter, what we do is we use this formula, that is I equal to 1 to m into n, wi into zi. I think easily you can understand this equation now, so that the response of the filter is w1 z1. W1 is the first coefficient of the filter window. Z1 is first overlapped pixel value of the image. Then similarly W2 Z2 plus W3 Z3, like that we get up to W9 Z9. So after this summation, whatever the value we get, that we call it as the response of the filter. And this response value, again it will be an integer value. That value is assigned to the location f of x comma y. This is how we perform the spatial filtering operation. Okay. Here we have again, as we discussed, there are large number of spatial filters. We have two important operations basically while performing filtering: smoothing and sharpening. So actually smoothing means it is the process of blurring the image. Smoothing is nothing but it is the process of blurring the image, and on the other hand, the sharpening means mainly it is used to get edges of the image. So when you perform any sharpening operation on the image, you are going to highlight the edges of the image. Okay, let us see how these operations are going to help us. Okay, so remember we have smoothing. Smoothing stands for blurring of the image, and it can be used to reduce the noise from the image. Okay, so again blurring, it can be used for pre-processing of the image, such as removal of small details from the image prior to extract the image, and also it is used to fill up the small gaps between the lines and the curves. So mainly the goal of the smoothing operation is to reduce the noise. Okay. So again, if you consider smoothing, there are two set of spatial filters. There are two set of smoothing spatial filters. They are smoothing linear filters. Then second one we have order statistic filters. They are example for non-linear filters. Okay. We have two set of smoothing spatial filters. They are smoothing linear filters, first category, and in the second category we have smoothing order statistic filters, or which are also referred to as smoothing non-linear filters. Okay, we'll discuss this one by one. First, we have smoothing linear filters. Dear students, filter means basically it's a mask which may be a 3 by 3 matrix, 5 by 5 matrix. Depending on requirement, we can use a small matrix with some coefficient values as a filter in case of spatial filtering operation. Okay, so if we consider smoothing linear filters, we have two filters basically. One is called as averaging filter. One we call it as averaging filter, or it is also called as mean arithmetic filter, and second one we call it as weighted average filters. So in smoothing filters, smoothing linear filters, we have two types. One is simply an averaging filter, and second one is weighted averaging filter. Okay, so the mask used for arithmetic mean or averaging filter will be of this kind. If you look at this matrix, it's a 3 by 3 matrix, 3 by 3 matrix with all elements with value 1, and whatever the value we get is divided by 1 by 9. Why we have used 9 is we will take average of these values, right? So as we have 9, if you add all these values, all the 9 elements, we get 9. That's why whatever the result we get, that is divided by 9. Okay, here the idea is very simple. What we do is we replace each pixel by average of its neighborhood pixels. So actually neighborhood means we consider either 3 by 3 set of pixels, 5 by 5 set of pixels in the image. Okay, just consider that you have first 3 by 3 pixels in the input image, right? What we do is we'll take the average of those 3 by 3 pixels. Whatever the average value we get, that is assigned at first location, right? Then after that we simply take again the next 3 by 3 pixels of the input image. Again we get the average of those 9 pixels. 3 by 3 means 9 pixels. We get average of that neighborhood. Whatever the average we get, that is assigned to the second pixel, and so on. That kind of operation we perform by using averaging filters. Okay, remember, in case of averaging filter or arithmetic mean filter, each pixel is replaced by mean of its neighborhood pixels. Here neighborhood means it may be a 3 by 3 set of pixels or 5 by 5 set of pixels, depending on a requirement. Okay, the next we have weighted average filter. Okay, if you look at the mask, for average weight filter, the mask will be of this kind. If you look at the center, we have value 4, and here the values are 2, horizontal and vertical values. If you look at 2, 2, here also we have 2, and diagonal values are 1. This particular mask, it is used for weighted averaging filter, and here we have written it as 1 by 16. The reason for using 16 is, if you add up all these values, we get sum equal to 16. So that's why we have written it as 1 by 16. The idea behind using weighted average filter is, many of the times we have to give higher weight to the center pixels, okay, and some little bit weight to the other filters. So whenever you want to prevent, whenever you want to preserve, in other words, preserve very important information carried out with the pixels, instead of assigning same weight to all the pixels, we assign different weights. Like the center pixel can be assigned with highest weight, the horizontal and vertical pixels, they can be assigned with the next weight, and diagonal pixels can be assigned with the lowest weight. So depending on the requirement, we can set the average values, weighted average values. Okay. So in case of weighted average filter, each pixel is replaced by the weighted average of neighborhood of the pixels in the input image. Okay. Next, we have non-linear smoothing spatial filters. So non-linear spatial filters, they are mainly used to get response based on ordering or ranking of the pixels. They are also referred to as order statistic filters. Here we have again 4 types. We have a median filter, we have max filter, min filter, and midpoint filter. We have totally 4 different types of non-linear smoothing spatial filters. They are median filter, max filter, min, and midpoint filters. Okay, we'll discuss this one by one. First, we have the median filter. So as the name itself indicates, in case of median filter, each pixel is replaced by median of its neighborhood pixels. Say for example, if you consider a neighborhood of size 3 by 3, you will get some set of pixels, right? You have to calculate median of those pixels, and whatever the median you get, that median value should be assigned at the location f of x comma y in the input image. So actually median filter, the response of the median filter can be represented as R equal to median of g of s comma t, where s comma t belongs to s x y. So actually this s x comma y, it represents set of rectangular coordinate of the input image whose center is x comma y. Try to understand this equation. Actually, when we look at the example, easily you can understand. The response of the median filter can be represented as R equal to median in bracket g of s comma t, where s comma t belongs to s x y. So that s x y, it is the set of coordinates in the rectangular mask of size m into n, whose center is x comma y. Okay. The purpose of median filter is to remove the impulse noise. To remove the impulse noise, we can make use of the median filter. Can you think what exactly the impulse noise is? So impulse means the highest values are the lowest values in the frequency domain. In the frequency domain, the highest or lowest values, they are called as impulse. So you can replace these highest and lowest values by considering as noise with their median. That is the concept we use in case of median filters. We have a very good example that I'm going to discuss in the next slides. You need not to worry. Okay. The next we have maximum filter and minimum filter. Okay. As the name itself indicates, in case of maximum filter, each pixel is replaced by maximum of its neighborhood. The equation for maximum filter can be represented as R equal to max of g of st, right? Where again s comma t belongs to s x y. The idea is very simple. You take those 3 by 3 set of pixels, whatever the maximum value you have in that 3 by 3 mask, that you assign to the location f of x comma y. So in generally we can say that when we apply the maximum filter, the entire image will move to brighter color. On the other hand, we have the min filter. So in case of min filter, each pixel is replaced by minimum of its neighborhood pixels. Okay, that's why the maximum filter can be referred to as 100th percentile of ranked set of pixel. The filter that uses 100th percentile of ranked set of pixel is called as maximum filter, because you are going to replace each pixel by the maximum of its neighborhood. On the other hand, the minimum filter can be referred to as the filter that uses 0th percentile of ranked set of pixels. Now, can you think what about the median filter? The median filter can be thought of as the filter in which each pixel is replaced by 50th percentile of ranked set of pixels, because we are taking the median value, right? And we have the last one, which is called as midpoint filtering. So in case of midpoint filtering, here each pixel is replaced by average of max value and min value. So if you look at the equation, easily you can understand the response of the midpoint filter is given by 1 by 2 in bracket max of g of st plus min of g of st. That is, what we do is we find the maximum value of 3 by 3 set of pixels in the input image, and also we find minimum value in 3 by 3 set of pixels. We find their average, whatever the value we get. By finding the average, we call it as midpoint value. That midpoint value is assigned at the location f of x comma y. Okay, so these are 4 different type of order statistic or non-linear smoothing spatial filters. Okay, we have one example on the median filters. Okay, before that, we'll discuss how to get the median value. Probably you might have studied in the mathematics, but just try to recall. So median means, to get the median, what we do is we arrange the values in the ascending order and the middle value is taken as the median. Okay, if you have odd number values, it is very simple. Just arrange the values given in the ascending order and take the middle one as the median of those values. But in case if you have say even number of values, then how to get the median is you arrange again them in the ascending order, but you take two middle values and find their average. That itself will be the median. Okay. Here, based on that concept, we have a problem. In the exam, you may get such questions. Okay. The question is like this: compute the median value of the marked pixels shown in the figure using 3x3 mask. Okay, assume that this is some image, it's a matrix exactly. Okay, and these are the intensity values, these are gray level values of the input image. We have 3x6 image, right? It is 3x6 image, 3 rows and 6 columns, and some values are given, whatever the values they may be. But what he is saying is, in the problem, you have to calculate the median of the marked pixels. If you look at the figure, these are the marked pixels: 128, 24, 172 and 26. They are circled so that they can be considered as marked pixels. What we have to do is, by using or by applying median filter with 3x3 mask, we have to find the median for 128, median for 24, 172 and 26. Okay, first we'll take median value of pixel 128. Let us see how to calculate it. Please look at the cursor point. This is 128, right? You have to consider 3x3 mask, means you make this 128 as a center pixel. Now you consider the surrounding values. Okay, please understand. Now I'm showing with the cursor this particular rectangle, right? The surrounding pixels of 128, including 128, you arrange them in the ascending order to find the median, right? So if you arrange them in the ascending order, you'll get 18, 19, 22, 2 times, 24, 32, 33, 34 and 128. I'm going to repeat once again. You consider this 128 as the center pixel and consider all the surrounding pixels, that is 18, 22, 33, 34, 24, 22, 19, 32. So you'll get again how many pixels? 9 pixels. You arrange these 9 pixels in the ascending order and find the middle one. That middle one itself is the median value, right? So when you arrange these 9 values in the ascending order, we get 18, 19, 22 we get 2 times, 24, 32, 33, 34 and 128. Now the middle value is which one? 24. Now I can say that median value of the pixel 128 is 24. Please try to understand what is happening, what is the result. We replace now this 128 by 24 in the image. The idea is that 128 actually it was impulse, highest value, right? And the lowest value 18 is also impulse. So in generally in frequency domain, the lowest and highest frequency components, they are treated as noise. We replace those frequency components with some other value. That's why in the median filter we replace the impulse values with the median. Okay. Similarly, we have the second bit. We have to find out the median value of the pixel 24. This time you consider the surrounding pixels of 24, including 24, so that you will get these pixels 22, 33, 25, 128, 24, 172, 19, 32, and 31. The very first step is, by considering these 9 values, you arrange them in the ascending order. So in the ascending order, we get 19, 22, 24, 25, 31, 32, 33, 128, 172. Now the middle value 31, we call it as median. Please try to understand how to get the median. Arrange the values in the ascending order, and the middle value itself we call it as median. Okay. Then similarly we have median value for pixel 172. This time you make this 172 as the center pixel and consider these surrounding pixels for calculating its median, right? So that how to get is, we get the ascending values as 24, 25, 26, 28, 31, 32, 32, 2 times we have 33, 172. So again the middle value 31, we call it as median, and this 31 is assigned to the location 172. And similarly, median value of pixel 26 we calculate as shown. The 26 in this case, in this particular case, if you arrange these 9 values in the ascending order, we get 23, 24, 25, 26 2 times, 28, 31, 32, 172. And the middle value again remain 26. So now this 26 is not replaced with any new value, it is going to remain as it is. Now if you find the resultant image after performing this median operation, what will happen is 128 is replaced by 24, this 24 is replaced by 31, this 172 in the input image is replaced by 31, and this 26 in the input image is going to remain 26 only. Okay, so this is how we carry out the median filtering operation. Okay, students, in the today's class we discussed about spatial filtering concept. We have seen what is spatial filtering. Then we discussed about smoothing spatial filters. So smoothing, it is the process of blurring the image. It can be used for enhancing the image quality, right? Then in smoothing, we have two set of filters: smoothing linear filters and smoothing non-linear filters. In this smoothing linear filters, we have two types of masks. One is averaging filter, which is also called as mean filter, and second one we have weighted averaging filter. So in the averaging filter, the idea is we replace each pixel by average of its neighborhood pixels. In case of weighted averaging filter, we assign different weights to the different pixels and we calculate the response of the filter. Whatever the response we get, that is assigned to the location f of x comma y. Then we discussed about smoothing nonlinear filters, which are also called as order statistic filters. Here each pixel value is replaced by a ranking set of pixels. So we have again four types as we discussed. Median filter, where each pixel is replaced by median of its neighborhood. Then max filter we have, where each pixel is replaced by maximum of its neighborhood. Similarly, in case of min filter, we replace each pixel by minimum value of the neighborhood, and in case of midpoint filter, we take the average of max and min values of the neighborhood, and that average value is assigned to the location f of x comma y. And also we discussed about how to get the response of median filter. Okay, now if the same problem is, whatever the problem we have discussed, if the question is asked like this, compute, just look at compute max response of max filter for marked set of pixels. Can you think how it can be computed? Okay, now assume that 128 is the marked value. If you want to calculate the response of max filter means you have to consider these 9 values. You have to replace this pixel with the maximum value of these 9. Okay, what will be the maximum value? Again, the procedure is same. Arrange the values in ascending order. So the last value indicates the max value, right? In the first case, 128 itself is a maximum value, so that this 128 we take it as response and assign to the same location. Means 128 is going to remain as it is. For 24, if you consider the second marked pixel, again arrange those 9 values in the ascending order, but the max value of these 9 pixels is 172. So now this 24 required to be replaced by 172 as the response of max filter. And similarly for next 172 and 26, you can think. Similarly, if you want to calculate the response of min filter, what you have to do is you have to replace each marked pixel by min of those 9 values. Okay, again we'll consider for 128. For 128, these are the 9 values you'll be getting, and the minimum of these 9 values is 18. So the response of min filter for 128, pixel 128 is how much? 18. In that case, this 128 is to be replaced by 18 as the resultant image. And for 24, if you think, the minimum value of this 3 by 3 set of pixels is 19. Like that, you may get question even to calculate the response of max filter, min filter, median, and also midpoint filtering. Okay. Hope